Hi YouTube, it's Alex Copey or Gothic Fitness on Instagram and here on YouTube, and I'm coming to you right before Thanksgiving. It is Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving and I am so excited. I just wanted to do a really quick video. I say really quick and they're never quick, but about Thanksgiving and about eating and things like that. But really quick, I wanted to give a shout out to my friend Danielle, who works at Bargersville Wellness in Bargersville, Indiana. So if you're in Indiana and you're looking for a new hairstylist to go to, she did this awesome cool braid on me today that I'm totally digging, and she shampooed my hair for me today, so then I don't even have to worry about doing it today, and I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, my hair's gonna be all curly, and I'm gonna look beautiful for Thanksgiving. So little shout out to her. So basically I wanted to just try to do a really quick video talking about Thanksgiving and some of the issues around food and things like that that come up during Thanksgiving. So first of all, if you are trying to lose weight, and if you're going through a weight loss journey right now, you're trying to be healthier, you're trying to eat better, Thanksgiving and the holidays in general is often a time where you can get completely derailed. Last year I was doing super great up until the holidays, and then in the holidays I got derailed a little bit, and then in the spring when my grandmother passed away, it actually derailed me even further. So I want to do a video about how to get through the holidays and sticking with your food plan. So first of all, like the biggest thing for me that is hard is when you see family that maybe you haven't seen in a long time, or they haven't seen you in a long time. The first thing that they're going to comment on is how you look, because at that point in time they haven't talked to you, they haven't, like had the opportunity to ask you about school or whatever, and so when they first see you, they're like, wow, you're so big, I haven't seen you in forever. If it's a grandma, I have two little stories. The first one is my grandma. One time when we were leaving from, I think it was Christmas, she wrapped her arms around my sister, who is a very tiny person, and was like, oh, Kelsey, you're so skinny, you need to eat more, you're gonna waste away. And then she came over to me and she gave me a hug and said, Alex, you need to just stop eating. So that was like one thing that was kind of damaging to me as a young person. And then also more recently, I was just home in Pennsylvania visiting my family kind of for a pre-Thanksgiving thing, because we're going there for Christmas. And my grandma was like, oh my gosh, Alex, you've lost so much weight. You look so thin. What happened? How'd you lose so much weight? Blah, 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 blah. And then she comes up to me and grabs my boobs and squeezes them and says, wow, where'd all your boobs go? You've always had such big boobies. You don't have any boobies anymore. So that obviously hurt my feelings a little bit. The one thing that my family has always complimented me on is the fact that I have big boobs, and now that I've lost some weight, that's one thing that's kind of gone away with that, and so that was kind of hard to hear, especially because it's something I'm self-conscious about. So the first thing you have to realize is that family, especially grandmas, are going to say things that they don't mean to be hurtful, that they come across that way. We can try our best to educate those people and to try to give them better things to talk about, compliment, comment on. But most likely, because they're older and they're just the way they are, it's not going to be able to change. So go into the holidays expecting people to say comments like that, and be strong and know that you were trusting your process. Know that you're becoming a healthier person, and whether somebody's like calling you fat, calling you too skinny, commenting on like that you're not eating pie, that you're eating too much pie, don't let those comments like affect you, because if you are going in with your food plan and your diet plan already set up, and you know what you want to eat and you know why you want to eat it, then it doesn't really matter what anybody else says. So that's my second thing, is come up with a food plan. So Thanksgiving is kind of a nightmare waiting to happen for people who used to binge eat or emotionally, especially when you have people like commenting on all these things like family drama, maybe you're uncomfortable, whatever. It can be very tempting to overeat because of emotional eating, or to binge eat. So one thing that I like to do ahead of time, and I'm planning on doing tomorrow, is going into eating Thanksgiving meal with your food already tracked for the day. So like if like every single Thanksgiving morning, like it's a tradition that your family like has pancakes, then like go ahead and like track like 2 pancakes, like that's what I'm gonna eat. It's gonna be 2 pancakes and that's it. That way and you're not tempted to go back for seconds. And then if if some people people's families do like the turkey trot. Me and my mom are gonna wake up super early tomorrow. We're gonna go to the gym and do the elliptical for an hour and then the stairs for a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and pre-track that so I know that I'm gonna work out, and I'm committing to working out tomorrow morning before we have Thanksgiving dinner. Then for Thanksgiving dinner, if you know that you're gonna have like turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, whatever it is, that's fine, but just go ahead and track it ahead of time so you know how many calories you're consuming, you know what your macros are for the day, so that way you're not going super crazy. And again, it's not even that it's so you don't eat a lot, it's just so that you don't end up getting caught up in accidentally binge eating or accidentally emotional eating because of the things you're experiencing on that day. My third piece of advice for you would be to take a smaller plate. A lot of times when we get these big Thanksgiving plates that are like this big, it's like, oh, I'll just fill up my plate once and I'll just eat this one plate. Well, I mean, if you're using a Thanksgiving plate like this big, you can pile a big amount of food onto that plate. So get a smaller plate and eat that first. And then if you still feel hungry, or if you've planned for more for your day and you didn't fill it all up on that plate, then you can go back and get a second serving. And that's a thing where it's actually mental, and it tricks your brain into thinking you've eaten more when you've eaten, because you're eating a whole plate of food, but your plate's only this big instead of this big. You can also do a trick that's called the 2-bite trick, which is like if you're craving something, like say like you love sweet potato casserole, but then you also want a piece of that pumpkin pie, but then there's cranberry sauce, and especially like this is really common with like sweet stuff. There's a lot of desserts that people bring for Thanksgiving. One thing that you can do is you can take 2 bites of something. The first bite is like you're just excited to eat it, like, oh, sweet potato casserole, it's my favorite. And then the second bite, you're like really actually enjoying it, chewing it, feeling it, tasting the texture, tasting the actual taste. And then by that point in time, you're just kind of shoveling, like you're not really like thinking about the food you're eating. So having like going around and getting like samples of like 2 bites of all of your favorite foods is another good way to reduce your portions but still be able to enjoy all your Thanksgiving treats. And then the last thing I wanted to tell you guys is, out of all of the meals that you have eaten this week, this is 1 out of 21 meals. Tomorrow, Thanksgiving, is 1 out of 21 meals. So don't get so freaked out. Don't worry. Don't restrict yourself so crazily because you don't want to overeat on Thanksgiving. Like I said, develop that plan. Enjoy yourself. Eat your food. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy your family. Be thankful for what you have. And that's what Thanksgiving is all about. But don't just be stressed out the whole time or be scared to eat because you don't want to mess up your progress. This is 1 out of 21 meals that you will have this week. So enjoy yourself, give yourself a little bit of a break. Just make sure you stick with your food plan and that you know that you feel good about the things that you're choosing to eat tomorrow. And don't let food be the only thing that this holiday is about. Like I said, be thankful for your friends and your family and spend time with them. I'm going to go Black Friday shopping. I don't know about you guys, but that's like my whole big thing. I love every year for Thanksgiving is going Black Friday shopping. And of course for me, the National Dog Show is on tomorrow. I love to watch the National Dog Show and see all the cute puppies. So think about other things that you can do to enjoy your day tomorrow besides just eating from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Because again, for people who are emotional eaters or for people who are binge eaters, this can be a huge trigger for you, and it doesn't need to be. So I hope you guys all have a happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much. We'll see ya.